In the big open country of the Roaring Springs Ranch in southeast Oregon, cattle graze on range that slopes up from the floor of the Catlow Valley to more than 7,500 feet in elevation. With a long history, the ranch had been in decline until it was bought by the Sanders family in 1992.
It was our philosophy, kind of coming in and looking at things, in that a healthy resource is good economics, and we didn't see them as mutually exclusive at all, but actually closely tied together and dependent upon one another.
The healthier the environment we have, the more it produces, and the more economically stable we are, the more we're able to put back into the land, and the more we're able to focus on environmental health.
Stacy Davies joined Roaring Springs Ranch as manager in 1997. Since then, the Sanders family has relied on Stacy to put their vision into practice.
We want long-term sustainability, and we see sustainability being a three-part mission. There's social sustainability, economic sustainability, and environmental sustainability.
Stacy has an incredible passion for what he does. He loves those cows, and his idea of a perfect vacation is to drive and look at the neighbors' cows and see how they compare with how ours are and what they're doing that he could incorporate.
So he came with his energy and his knowledge, started implementing some of these changes in management. The ranch has thrived ever since.
Today, Roaring Springs Ranch includes a mix of private and public lands, totaling more than 1 million acres. It's a cow-calf and yearling operation with more than 6,200 cows making their home on this range year-round.
This ranch, because of the ecological diversity and the diversity in topography and elevations, we're able to graze year-round on high-quality forage. That allows us to be a low-cost producer, an economically viable, sustainable producer.
A significant portion of the ranch is leased from the Bureau of Land Management, which has worked closely with Stacy on a number of improvements, including using fire and other means to fight invasive juniper trees.
Wildlife are dependent on different kinds of plant species for food and cover, and so when you have just one species like juniper, you lose your habitat values. And you lose your values for livestock and other species because it'll remove all the forage.
And yes, we need fire to control the junipers, to control the sage, and invigorate the grassland, the native perennial grasses that are so important to us.
By using fire, reseeding native perennial grasses, and making changes in grazing timing, the ranch's forage productivity has doubled. Stacy has also improved the ranch's riparian areas and streams and tackled a major challenge in protecting fish.
One of the key environmental issues when I came to the ranch was the potential listing of the red band trout as an endangered species.
To be proactive, the ranch entered into a conservation agreement with federal and state agencies to take steps to remove threats to the red band trout.
We came in with our biological knowledge to mesh it with the ranching knowledge that the ranch had and try to come up with some solutions to protect the fish as well as and still meet the goals of the ranch for ranching purposes.
The end result is that the streams have improved, water quality has improved, fish populations have improved, and we've met many of our original goals of improving the fish habitat and increasing fish population.
With these efforts, the endangered species designation was avoided. Though their land is vast, Stacy and his crew are continually working on the details that allow cattle and the environment to be in balance together, preserving the history and the future of the Roaring Springs Ranch.
My vision would be that we could better bridge the gap to our urban friends, that what we do is good for the environment and what we do benefits them. Having good stewards on the land is better than not having anyone on the land. And our goal is to be good stewards.
Proud of the crew, proud of Stacy, and the fact that you can take a ranch like this that wasn't economically viable and bring it to that viability and accomplish good things on the ground at the same time, benefit the resource.
Managing this ranch, living on this ranch is an absolute dream come true. It's as close to heaven as I think I could ever get.